Welcome back, Cougar fans. My name is Lindley Southern with CUCougars.com, and this is your Cougar Press Pass. The women's soccer team was in action twice last week. On Wednesday, they traveled to Iowa to take on the University of Dubuque. They fell 2-0, and Brooke Sheriff picked up 8 saves in the net. On Sunday, they returned at home to take on Great Lakes Christian College. They took the win 2-0, and the pair of goals were scored by Pamela Saldivar and Sofia Cazares. Brooke Sheriff picked up another shutout in the net with 6 saves. They will be back in action on Wednesday, traveling to Rockford to take on the Regents. The men's soccer team also played 2 games this week. They took on Kuiper College on Tuesday, where they won 3-1. Garrett Pointer, Spencer Nicholson, and Omar Figueroa each scored 1 goal. Nathan Gutiel made his first career start in goal, and Chase Zizak secured the lone save on the day. On Friday, they took on Hope College at home, where they fell 2-1. Philip Tokars scored the lone goal, assisted by Christian Ibarra. Kyle Schultz and Gutiel split time in the net, where they made a combined 6 saves. They will be back at home on Tuesday to take on the Regents of Rockford University. The women's tennis team competed twice this week. On Wednesday, they traveled to Lakeland University, where they won 4-2. Dynamic duo Jessica Parker and Tatiana Overton received the first point for the Cougars, winning their game 6-4. Parker dominated her singles match with the score of 6-1 in both rounds. They were back in action on Saturday when they took on Marian University at home. They dominated the Sabres, winning 7-0. The duo of Parker and Overton won their second consecutive doubles match with the score of 6-1. Camilla Giza and Mary Curtis also dominated their match, winning 6-0. Curtis, Demi Presto Martin, Overton, Parker, Amira Shakir, and Giza all won their singles matches to bury the win for the Cougars. They will be back on the road on Tuesday, where they will take on the Scarlet Hawks of Illinois Tech. The women's volleyball team competed in a tournament this weekend. They traveled to Wheaton College on Friday and Saturday to compete in the Maryland Scribner Invitational. They took on Beloit College on Friday, where they won 3-0. Brooke Christensen and Rachel Livesay led the Cougars, each contributing 8 kills. Milena Adler had 33 assists and 3 aces, and Bethany Rothel had 12 digs and 6 aces. They were back on Saturday to take on Lawrence University, where they took the win 3-2. Christensen led with 18 kills and 17 digs. Neva Foster collected 14 kills, and Rothel added 26 digs. Adler was on fire yet again, adding 53 assists and 11 digs. This helped propel the Cougars to a 5-game win streak for the first time since the 2018 season. Their final game of the tournament was against Wheaton College, where they fell 3-0. Christensen led with 18 kills and 17 digs, while Foster added 14 kills. Rothel recorded 26 digs, and Adler added 53 assists. They will be back on Wednesday, where they will travel to Wisconsin Lutheran College to take on the Warriors. The football team played at home for the first time this season. They took on Manchester University, where they secured their first victory of the season, 28-27. Colton Bosch was the lone passer for the Cougars, with 17 completions on 30 attempts for 194 total yards. Bosch threw for 3 touchdowns on the day to Chase Levi, who picked up 7 total receptions for a total of 75 yards. Devin Bledsoe led the receivers in yardage with 86 yards on 6 receptions, including a 39-yard grab. John Brown led on the ground for the Cougars with 1 rushing touchdown on 26 attempts for 130 total yards. Marvin Rushing worked on the defensive end, picking up 6 total tackles and 1 forced fumble, which was recovered by Lewis Mobley. Isaac Young led defensively for the Cougars with 7 total tackles, 4 of which were solo. The football team will be back at home on Saturday to take on Lakeland University. Both Cougar cross-country teams traveled to Concordia, Wisconsin this weekend to participate in the Ken White Classic. The men's team ran an 8K where several Cougars took home personal records. The first finisher for the Cougars was freshman Nathaniel Hernandez, who set a PR. Donovan Depa-Kakibo had the second best finish for the Cougars and also had a PR. Nathaniel Boxa brought in a new PR as well. Lloyd Clemens finished just 11 seconds behind his teammate. Miguel Sanchez was able to bring in yet another PR. They finished in 11th place overall. On the women's side, they ran a 6K where they took 9th place. Ariel Martinez led the Cougars, finishing 54th, and Tegan Ose finished shortly after. Brianna Walters, Addie McKee, Clara Parsons, and Abigail Placide all brought in PRs. Both teams will be back in action on Saturday, where they will travel to Wheaton College for the Gil Dodds Invitational. Coverage for all of our sports can be found at cucougars.com/coverage. My name is Lindley Southern, and this has been your Cougar Press Pass. Roll Cougs!